like how you're all dancing, but you can't hear. But just hoping that I'm in time. And yeah, absolutely. So yeah, welcome everybody to episode 20 of Crit the Bed. Can you believe it's we're old enough to drink nearly by 1 year in the USA?
Hey.
If that's how that works.
That's why you moved here now.
Yeah. So you can retroactively drink an extra 3 years. So as you can see that we are one person down, but we like to keep it interesting, and we are just one different person down every week at this point. So Khalil and Alice, I'm looking at you for next week. But no, it's good news because Josh, as we mentioned before, is expecting another smaller Josh to emerge any point, and today may be the day, but we don't know. He's just having a safety day off. So it's just us 5 to hold down the fort. And I have got my fingers crossed that the child will be born today, because then I think legally he has to name it after one of our characters.
Has to name it Crit the Bed, actually.
Yeah.
Sebastian Sandals.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh my god, imagine if that...
That would be amazing.
Yeah, next week I'm going to be off because I'm having an egg.
You can't copy that excuse.
That's too late, I already did.
Cool. So how is everybody? Everybody doing okay? Good. How's everybody in the chat? Hope you're doing all right.
Yeah, they can see and hear us, which is weird.
Yes.
So that's proof that it's Josh's fault every time.
Yeah. It is. Yeah, he brings the curse.
Confirmed.
The person in this much.
Yes, indeed. So let's go. Let's kick this thing off, shall we? With our traditional random picking of number 1, Khalil.
Me.
Yes, indeed. You can introduce, not yourself. That's
Can I
boring.
introduce-
There we go. Khalil, can you tell me what character that Ellie plays? What character name they have, and if they had a spirit animal, what animal would that be?
So Pip is our Grung Ranger, who has the most hit points probably of any of us combined. She's a bit of a tank. She is an animal. She's a frog. So do animals have spirit animals? Does that work?
Spirit human?
Can dogs have spirit humans? Or
Should we flip it and say like what it would Pip's spirit human be?
Spirit human. Mr. Sandman.
Mr. Sandman. He brings them the dreams.
That's a throwback.
Yeah.
That's an ode to John.
Yeah.
Aww.
Her spirit human is John or the Mr. Sandman.
John, our former engineer.
Yes.
Who is now a figment of our imagination.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. Shout out to John.
Total traitor.
He'll never watch this because he immediately forgot that we existed.
Yeah, he didn't even watch it when he had to. So.
True. Can you blame him?
He was going there for the beer.
Yeah. So, in that case, Ellie, can you tell me what Alice's character's name is, what Alice's character, what they do, and what Alice's character's spirit human would be?
Why have I forgotten what Alice's character is called?
Yeah, it's just a bit like this. It's a bit ASMR.
So Alice plays ASMR. The Azamar paladin, who is buff and strong and just that much taller and that much stronger than any lizard wizard could ever hope to be. She has no memories and a clock to the end of the world on her arm, but that's like no one really cares about that. Her spirit human is Sam Riegel from Critical Role.
That's fair enough. That's a good human to have as a pet.
A human, I know.
Yeah. Also, just want to have a shout out to Spoopy Milk Penguin, who's paid 25 bits 2 times. That's 50 bits for playing both Gnapgnar and Assmaster. So thank you.
My
Sharing
true
those descriptions.
name, little known. Also the name of a bear that we found
Yes.
deceased on the floor of the convention hall.
Frightening. So, Alice, can you tell us all what Annie's character's name is, what Annie's character does, and what Annie's character's spirit human / vampire would be?
Yeah, Annie is Mike, a changeling sorcerer who has a permanent but terrifying and inappropriate sometimes grin, and likes to slash ankles and make corpse angels, blood angels, gore angels, anything appropriate, depending on the situation, very versatile. And given that, her spirit animal would be like a bat or, Dracula, if we're talking spirit humans. Something something of the night.
Yeah, absolutely.
A vegan one, because
I'm just trying to think of like what only humans come out at night, like a night security watchman.
pretty basic.
Yeah.
A security watchman who kills people in his spare time.
Yeah, just a sociopathic nocturnal security watchman.
Yeah, that's really normal answer.
Yeah, totally normal.
And overall thinking about Night at the Museum right now, because that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, because they're all
Night at the
sociopaths.
Museum, but it's a horror.
I'd watch that.
Same.
So, and Annie, can you tell us what Khalil's character's name is, what Khalil's character does, and what Khalil's character's spirit human would be?
Yes, I shall. So Khalil likes gummies thrown into his mouth. But Khalil plays Chad, our only one and only lizard wizard with an axe for an arm and an arm for an axe. He is also a tank or a beast. Not as much as Aya though, unfortunately, or as much as he thinks he is. I have a weird mashup of 3 actors that I feel like Chad is like, but
Who are they?
But also obviously as a lizard. So
Okay.
because of like the casualness of this person, but also like I can imagine them a little bit like a surfer, Matthew McConaughey.
All right.
In the Bourne films, Matt Damon.
Yeah.
Also,
Matt Damon.
So everyone makes fun of Matt Damon, so I'm like that angle of him.
Yeah.
Right.
And also, I can't remember his name, and I feel really bad. Because of how goofy this guy is in certain films. The guy that's in Jump Street, 21 Jump Street.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
And Magic Mike.
Oh, that
Yeah.
one.
Channing Tatum.
That's it.
Yeah. You know how goofy he is in 21 Jump Street? That's those 3 actors. And
Mashed up.
crosses the lizard. That's Chad.
Excellent. That's such a detailed answer.
That is.
Also, the chat, Spoopy Milk Penguin said tall vampire lady for Mike, so I'd like to amend.
Yeah. From
Resident Evil.
Oh, Spoopy says about Chad, the guy in the Godzilla suit.
Yeah, true.
It's fun though. There's like 14 of them that have put the suit on.
Pretty much, yeah. I think one person did do it for a very long time though, since like the 50s to like the
Yeah.
80s or something.
It's true. Thanks, Annie. That was very nice of you. It also lines up with my spirit animals that I have on the wall. Channing Tatum, Matthew McConaughey, and some boy.
You listen to Matthew McConaughey's calm stories every night to go to sleep.
I'm surprised you didn't say the entire royal family as your lizard monarchy.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Since Philip there. Living his life. DVD.
Right, so what happened last week? Don't worry, I will tell you. Entrenched in the wretched Serpent Inn, our group of absolute heroes decide to ransack the corpses in an attempt to glean any relevant information on the bloodlust-infused creatures that overwhelmed Keld. After finding some tidbits on their corpses, Chad decided to dropkick the leader of the gnoll's head through the window, inciting a blood rage in the remaining gnoll occupant forces. However, The sheer power of our champions destroyed the onslaught and allowed them to have free reign over the city, only to discover something from Parta's past he may have wanted to keep buried. So what I've straight into that. You may or may not remember that because it was a bit clandestine the way that Mildred did it.
Oh yeah.
But she handed something to Parta, a note, like tucked on his armor, handed him something, and if anyone happens to be watching, his face strains of blood as he reads further and further down the letter. And he turns, Mildred sort of prances off after that. He turns to the closest person, which would be Chad, and goes, all right, Chad, I'm going to have to take off for a bit. I've got something to deal with back home.
No,
Leave us.
we're in the middle of something here.
I know, but I think you're all safe now, and this really needs my attention. But is there a rather personal matter?
Can I send you with something to contact us so you can find us again? So that way we don't have to go through what Pip had to go through to find us?
Oh, so care about that, do you?
We learn from our mistakes.
You take this cup, I'll hold this cup, and we'll put a string.
Oh, okay, Chad, that sounds like a reasonable way of contacting me.
Or something better. I'm gonna look really quick to see if I have something in my inventory besides that.
How weird is it that it's a year ago that Pip got separated on our adventure?
Was that a year ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. At least, I mean, not in this world, but in our world, in the real world.
In the real world. Because I missed the last Office studio filming.
You can probably say why now.
I mean, if you haven't got anything that you can give to me, I can always scry on you. Just got to let my scry in, and then I can find you.
Where?
Anywhere.
That's better than. All right. What?
As long as you remain on the same plane of existence, I can always find you.
What are you putting? How big is it?
Scry? No, it's a magical spell.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can put that in me.
I knew I could count on you. But for now, I haven't got time. Just say goodbye to the others. And he turns around and explodes into a cloud of gas and goes up the chimney.
What?
And
did
it's gone.
Anybody else see that? Did anybody else just see Potter turn? Can I try to blow a kiss to the gas?
Yeah, you can definitely blow a kiss to the gas. There you go. A little bit of the gas sort of moves, makes a rough sort of buttock shape. I don't know what you wanted out of it. So
That's most I could have asked for it. All right.
Yeah.
Potter's a butt now, a gaseous butt. Everybody.
That's probably fine, right?
The whole time.
It was him all along.
He was the butt all along.
He was the Cash's butt. I thought it was you, Chad. I'm sorry. I apologise.
Blaming me for all those stinky smells. Is Mildred around?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, she's off in the corner playing with some bones.
Standard.
She dragged some bones over.
What did you tell him?
I gave him a note.
Why'd you turn him into gas?
I didn't turn him into gas. He turned into gas.
What was on the note? Did you read it?
A little bit, and then I stopped.
What did it say that you read?
It was a note that said, "These the following people by name have a pass. Do not attack or impede their movement in any way." And then a list of people's names. I didn't recognise any of them until I got to two of them that had Parter's last name on it.
What were the names? I'm pretending like I'm writing down notes like I used them. I'm going to write these down.
So The first name was Evelyn Teray
Okay.
and Christophe Teray
Oh.
with a K and one F and a
Oh.
T and R in there, and then an S and an
Should have started with that before I wrote down Christoph with a C and a PH.
We're never going to reread it anyway.
I.
Okay. Thank you,
Mildred.
Chad can only store so many names in his head.
There's two more in there.
Yeah, so Mildred just fell out on time.
Okay. I don't know what this means, but there's now a spell in me.
No, that's not how it works.
What?
That Potter put a spell in me.
No, he said like, if he ever needs to contact you, he can cast a spell, and all you have to do is let it in when he casts it.
You already put it in.
He hasn't put anything in. No, when he casts it, you just let it in.
No.
Witches.
We don't need to know what Potter's put in you. That's between you.
I have to, otherwise we'll never get Christoph back.
The family show.
Who's Christoph?
I mean Potter.
Again, he's only got capacity for so many names.
Okay, well, there's nothing in me. That's what's important.
True.
Okay. we've learned so much. We can probably move on knowing that Potter's going to be safe somewhere else and unknown to us what he's doing. He's probably fine. Have we robbed the town yet of its goods?
No.
Should we check?
Oh, no, wait a minute. Sorry.
Haven't.
You did. Yeah, you searched all those places. Sorry. Yes, you have.
Didn't we want to go and claim the other pubs?
Mhm.
Yes, that's right.
I thought we did that, didn't we?
That's pretty much like part of your investigation check when you went to all the different pubs. You looked for Count Rarian, didn't find him. Went to Dusty Lantern Inn. He also went to the Svelte Mushroom. And you've hastily painted some signs and put under New Mandarin on the 3 locations.
With my name at the bottom.
And you tried to think up additional names for each of them as well.
That also have a relevance to this.
Yes.
I remember now. Right. And we also put Iris's contact number, but it was he said it was different, indecipherable writing.
Yeah, you found you found a set of coordinates
Oh shit! Yeah.
to another summoning circle, a teleportation circle.
Yes.
Can we get an inventory of who all's with us? Like, do we have the Drakes? Do we have Gnapgnar? Do we have Sebastian?
I think the Drake, at least, and Sebastian are in the sky. Because
Yes.
and so is Gnapgnar, because we wanted to keep them safe.
And Bando.
And Bando.
So those 4 are in the sky. So you got the family SUV Drake.
Yep.
That's your last Drake. And you got
Carrying-
Sebastian. You got Gnapgnar, who's still recovering. Bando, who's fine. Parter's disappeared.
Oh God.
Also, dead are the Kenko and Hot Rod, and you haven't seen Flickerfang either.
Which one?
Either of them, Flicker or Fang.
Uh,
I mean, I don't know about you, but I could not be bothered to figure out how to send them back to another dimension. So
I'd rather them on our side and in sight than them trying to chase after us.
that's true. Maybe we should at least just shout, "Look-a-pang."
What you wish. What you wish.
It doesn't take too long for you just to poke around outside. You see where the badger and the rat, and where you sent Bando, etc., off. You find in amongst the trees the mutilated corpse of Flickerfang.
Shit.
I mean-
Mutilated corpse.
Now that he's dead, does anyone feel more obliged to find the tower with whoever made him live here?
Do we know what killed him?
Knowles.
The gnolls that we sent him to.
All right. Okay.
Is there anything and I don't mean this in a gross way, but it will sound gross. Is there anything that I can like take or scoop up of its remains? Because I feel bad and I still want to return it.
I mean, think of a huge dead panther. What do you want from it?
Oh.
I have a spell called Banishment, so I can cast him to another plane. How many planes are there? Like, if I just cast him out, is it him like throwing him in space? Do I need to know what planet he's supposed to land on?
Why don't you roll me just a raw intelligence check for me, please, Chad?
Oh no.
Chad, the Itigelant.
Guarantee.
I'm also going to start summoning a new pet.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
That'll just take 10 minutes, but you can do that whilst Chad tries to remember things.
Good, because I need to figure out what pet.
Oh,
Plus my intelligence is
Yep.
20.
yeah, perfect.
Right, do
You
we-
remember that he mentioned he was from the Alderwood.
So he's dead, right?
Yeah.
I feel like he served us well. I have a spell slot. I know exactly where he's supposed to go. I'm gonna send him back to his home plane. Is everybody cool with that? Say your goodbyes.
Yeah, see you later.
That's what
I
you
didn't
wanted, wasn't it? So,
But-
Maybe not send the whole thing because it might be like a threat of like, here's a dead body. So
Well,
maybe
let's
like
leave it
Well,
out.
would half a dead body be even better?
yeah,
I'm just saying like pick something and you're just it's like taking someone's ashes somewhere and you're just like
so should we burn him first? Is what you?
no.
Transport a bunch of
Fire and
ash
send
to
it
another
back.
dimension.
Let's leave a love the friendly boys note.
Um,
Just carve that into their flesh.
Yeah.
Like, that's it.
Love
No,
Chad.
people will think we killed it. Don't know.
Well, that's what I mean, like a less threatening version.
Yeah,
of it.
we didn't
Like,
kill.
Not us.
Fang.
Hope. What was the plane called?
The Alderwood.
The
no,
other-
that's something that someone who did kill him would sign. So let's sign it like Knowles were here.
Or yeah.
Did by Knoll. Knowles rule.
Knowles rule. With a Z. Knowles rules.
No. Can I write this note?
Yeah, write the note, and then I'm gonna banish him to his. And by banish, I mean facilitate his return home.
Yeah, I'm more in favor of a note that expresses that the gnolls did it, and that they should seek retribution with gnolls, rather than trying to impersonate gnolls. Because I don't even think they would write. So I think they'll see through it straight away.
Yeah, all of my notes have only been like 6 words long at the most. So if you can do better than that, it's all yours.
Okay. The note's going to say something like, with respect or in respect of what you wish is life. We appreciated everything they did for us, and they were gone too soon, and we will always remember him/them because
We
there's
won't.
only one. What?
Remember him?
Yeah,
We won't remember him.
I will. I looked after it.
We've learned his name and a fun fact. We remember everybody with fun
Yeah.
facts.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember Aya's name at the beginning of this.
And Chad can remember Parter's name for a little while.
Just going to pick one of its claws.
Yep, you've got a claw.
I'm going to take 2 claws.
You've got
One
2 claws.
claw I'm going to keep. One claw I'll wrap the note around and then give it to Chad.
And then I banish all of it.
No, that claw and note.
Wait, we're just sending. Okay, so are we burying his
We're not
body?
doing anything to the body. We're just sending part of it
No,
back.
send the whole body back. They
Send
might
the
want to
body
bury it.
Like send it like give him a proper Alderwood burial, but
Yeah.
we'll send him back with like a. We'll make a little in case there's a whole family of Flickaplan. Fuck this. We'll make a little grave, bury the claw there, and then send back the whole body so that way they know that we didn't kill it. Love, friendly boys. And then like we could, maybe if they come back, we could leave a little secret note with that claw. Like, if you're here for revenge, call Iris at this number.
You know, all of that is screaming, "We killed your son."
All right,
Sorry,
so that's-
would the murderer leave a phone number?
If you want revenge, call
Yeah.
us.
Well, yeah, call us so that way we can point you in the right direction. I'm pretty sure no serial killer has ever left their phone number.
Maybe just the note could say, we've avenged them already. If you want more details,
come here. No need to come find us. All is well. Here's a dead body.
How are you?
Kind cards.
Yeah.
It's almost like there's no easy way to send a dead body back to the realms in the family.
Unaccompanied, yeah.
I feel like at this point, it would have been easier if we had killed it.
Yeah, at least we would have deserved whatever comes next.
Oh, wait. Should we try to... Okay. Either we try to trick them to make them think that we didn't kill them and somebody else did, or... I know we didn't, but we tried to make it like, hey...
We need to trick them into thinking we didn't.
Wait, let's send a load of gnolls back with it and say they did it.
You know, whatever we send back to them, whether it be the whole body or whatever's left or a claw, in the note we can literally, we don't have to say who it's from. We can just say, you know, with respect, we're sorry, we'll remember them, best wishes, sorry. We don't have to say who it's from. We don't have to leave a trace that it's us. I just don't want us to be chased and killed.
If we say sorry, then it's like we did it.
Yeah.
No, but they don't know it's us if we don't say our names.
Flickaflack's last wishes were to be sent home. We're sorry to say these are his last wishes, along with, and as you can see, he's dead.
We're sorry.
It's murdered by gnolls. Brackets not.
Not by us.
What kind of note is that? We're sorry to say he's dead.
You hadn't figured that out.
Well, I don't know how things work on different planes.
I think that's clear by the mutilated body.
You don't know. Maybe he'll come back in he was like flipping around and existing in different planes simultaneously. What if we send him back and he shows up inside out? Or I don't know. I'm just preparing for all the different possibilities that come from traveling between planes. Is that so crazy?
We genuinely could bury the body and just send the claw back with the note saying,
yeah,
we're sorry for your loss. And
it's like blackmail. Like, here's a finger.
You'll never see his body again.
Here's a finger. Here's a number. We'll be in contact soon.
just in case we send the body across. What if the body arrives in the wood where no one is? No one's going to find it. So
that's not a problem.
What we should do is we should cut up a magazine to make the note. So it's all letters cut out of different magazines.
So they know that you come from a civilized society, and so it's not.
Yeah.
We try and do something nice, okay?
I know. Maybe we put some flour in his mouth or a big peach as an offering.
Yeah. What do you just do
You never lead to good things.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of ways to make this less threatening of sending a body.
Why don't you do a charcoal sketch of what happened to Flickerfang and then include it in the diagrams, pin it to the corpse?
Yeah.
An arrow next to an
arrow through it.
Yeah, and you can draw crude illustrations of you guys hugging him. Yeah.
Yeah, us on the side, not us.
If you ever see us, we didn't do it.
But we know who did, and they did. So it's all tied up in a nice funny bow.
I think we need to move on. Send the body back with a nice note that says, "We're sorry that he's dead. Here's the body so that you can have a funeral. Goodbye."
Goodbye.
I still think we didn't kill him. We were his friends. We just wanted to respect his last wish.
Yep. Here's our number.
That's what we did.
Number,
I feel like we should put the Iris number because I just want to know what happens next.
Well, yeah. What if his whole family comes back pissed off, and then we can sick him on the lady that betrayed us, or the big bad guy, whatever.
Please text this number to confirm receipt of delivery.
Yeah. And here's another thing: if we don't save the world, then we can just go to the Alderwood, and we'll have a place to go anyway.
We'll have made friends. That's such a good idea.
Yeah.
Spoopy Milk Penguin in the chat says that displacer beats can't read.
That is also completely true.
Just in case. Maybe
So
a
no-
drawing as well. Maybe the drawing and the note, just in case.
Can I still keep a club?
Yeah, sure.
Yes. Yeah, so that's what we do. Whatever
Okay.
we decided on, that's what we do.
We do that.
Okay.
That's what we've done to him.
And you banish the creature to its own plane of existence. You concentrate on that spell for 1 minute. When it leaves this plane of existence, you just hear a faint. And
That's
then
right.
a minute goes by, the corpse doesn't come back. 9 minutes after that, Alice, what kind of beast do you summon to be your new steed?
Oh, okay. Oh shit. So I was looking at I found a list of potential mounts and filtered them by large.
Yeah.
And anything under challenge rating of 1.
Yeah.
And the most weird is a glass skater. I don't know what benefit being a glass is.
What?
Or a war ostrich.
What the fuck are you? Okay.
Since they're not on the traditional mount list, I thought I'd just check with you if those are things.
Yeah, first of all, let me just double check. What was it called? What's your spell called?
Good question.
Is it conjure? Summon? No.
Sorry.
Did you say war ostrich?
Yeah.
War ostrich, yes.
Ostrich.
Ostrich. Shit, what is it called? I didn't look. Oh,
Fine steed.
Yeah.
I remembered it just as you said it as well. Fine steed. Cool. Right. So let's have a look at fine steed.
I think it says, like a horse or something normal.
Yeah. I'll contact your DM if you want to have something weird.
Yeah. Other idea.
So warhorse is half a rating. So that's so we said like you can have like whatever you want at challenge rating half or below, or you can have something at challenge rating 1.
Oh yeah, Tenko is 1, but he's broken.
Yes, that's right. So let me
That's
just double
fair.
check. So it would be a loyal steed, and they are considered to be beasts. So let me just have a look at the beasts that are available to you.
We can fill it by beast on this list as well.
Indeed.
Thanks to the Google sheet. Nerds of D&D.
Challenge
I
rating
could have a
1.
cow as well.
Yeah, would you like to your steed to be a cow, just a regular cow?
Or a Hadrosaurus,
Or
which is only
a
like
giant rocktopus.
Cool.
That's only challenge rating of
which is
4, so it must be a very weak one.
So it's like a giant octopus but made of rocks.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty cool.
And
Right.
so you're looking at a glass. What's it called? Glass
A glass skater.
gator. I can't see that in this list. List of
Oh.
beasts.
Yeah, it says large beasts. So it's from Tome of Beasts. So I don't know if that's one that.
What
we can
challenge
have.
rating is it?
It is 1.
Oh, weird. It's not coming up on mine.
Okay, that's fine. I don't need a glass skater.
I like the war ostrich.
Or the ostrich.
Or
That's
I
also
should
not
do
coming up,
possible.
which is why I thought I'd double check because
That's
I
weird.
think those things might be.
This is also from War Ostrich and Glass Skater are both from Tome of Beasts, and they're the only ones on the
Oh,
list.
Tome of Beasts. Ah, yeah, that's not a that's not an official. That's from Kobold Press.
Right. That's so weird.
Yeah,
Don't cheat on this.
but if you want a list of challenge rating 1,
I can filter out Tome of Beasts. Don't worry, this Google sheet has got
Cool.
it's got all of the things that you might.
yeah,
need.
so you can get a brown bear. Actually, I'll probably have to filter it also by large.
That's what I've done. Do you want me to
Yeah.
share the sheet? It's really good.
Cool. Yeah, go for it.
I just want this rocktopus.
Maybe does the Rocktopus survive on land?
Maybe.
Surely it must if it's made out of rock.
If it survives on land, then I'll just have the Rocktopus and save us any more time.
First, I've been on
I don't want it to die immediately.
So- things that you, Aya, could ride feasibly are a brown bear, a dire wolf, giant eagle, which we've already had, giant hyena, which is what the gnolls that you attacked had. Giant octopus, giant roctopus. Just having a look at giant roctopus. The giant roctopus can only breathe underwater, so that might be a little bit of a hindrance. That it would die after a few minutes, and they have to keep resummoning it. You can have a giant spider, which you've already had, which I believe was Costa. No, not Costas. Pret.
Oh.
A giant toad. No, okay. A giant.
I feel that'd be offensive too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's fair. Giant vulture, an ice spider, which you've also had, a lion, a Nyx-born lynx, so a giant lynx, a tiger, and a two-headed crocodile.
Oh, two-headed crocodile.
Okay.
I assume that they're like it's like cat dog, like both of the heads are on either end.
Yeah.
Of it.
So it has no tail.
Yeah.
It does have a tail, but the tail is its tongue.
What?
There's just two tails coming out of two mouths either end.
What's its name?
What's everyone's favourite coffee place that hasn't already been done?
Yeah, so we've had Starbucks, obviously, because that's the thing that we spent. Costas, you've had Pret,
we
you've
have
had
Moksha?
Smash Burger. Sorry?
Greg.
Yeah, we had
Yeah,
Moksha.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we had Moksha. Greg's.
Greg. Just Greg.
Greg,
Oh,
the two-headed king.
Greg the two-headed crocodile.
Yeah, you call it Greg's because there's two of them.
That's me.
But it's got to be
Greg.
fantasy, so it's two. There's three G's in it, but not where you think they are, and
Yeah.
it's a Z instead of an S.
It's short for like Gregorius or something,
Yeah.
but it's just Greg.
Greg.
Excellent.
Okay, great. You have a giant two-headed crocodile called Greg's.
Well,
Greg. Beautiful.
I love Greg.
So weird.
And it appears, and unlike Costas, which is your first one, which is a giant crocodile, this two-headed crocodile is not quite as beefy as Costas was, but it does have two heads, one on either side, not one at each end, unfortunately.
That would be weird. I'm definitely glad that they're
Yeah.
both in the same end.
And where Costas was almost like charcoal black, and then in between the plates you could see like a dull orange with like glowing orange eyes. This one is red, like a bright red with its scales. And when it's stepping, it burns all of the soil and earth underneath its feet.
Mhm.
And there's an almost constant pouring of magma coming from both mouths.
Does it walk forward and backwards, or does it just walk sideways like a hot dog?
It walks sideways, but both sides at the same time.
It's a good trick.
Yeah.
Let's move forward then.
So it just rolls like a hot dog on a roller.
Yeah,
Like a crab, like a legendary crab.
like a legendary crab.
Yeah, everyone meet Greg. His interests include sausage rolls and lava.
So we know its name and a fun fact.
Yeah, there's a fun fact is that it's obsessed with sausage rolls.
Do sausage rolls exist in this?
They do now, I guess.
I don't know enough about the world to answer that question.
Oh, yeah.
Inherent knowledge. Wherever I'm from, there are sausage rolls.
That's the one memory you have.
Remember
But-
how great they were?
But because it is a challenge rating 1, you have to roll 1d6.
Oh, I heard it's really not sassy. That was the
yeah,
worst.
no, it could be worse. 6. 4.
Okay, cool. It starts licking the ground.
Oh, that's weird. What are you doing there, Greg?
And as it licks ground, it just sets the ground where it's licking on fire.
What?
Again, he's licking with his tail, right?
Yeah, just a tail comes out and then sets the ground on fire.
So both heads are doing this.
I'm going to say stop, and then I'm going to hold a treat.
When you say stop, both heads stop and look at you. And then slowly the tongue comes back out.
No,
While
no,
it's
no.
still staring at you, it starts licking the ground again. And then stops. And then carries on licking on the ground again.
I guess it's just part of our lives now, so we'll move on.
We can't have something that's constantly setting fire to the floor.
We have to protect Greg's at all costs.
Just
I'm gonna for now.
Go
I'm gonna put
anywhere.
a shield underneath him just so we can't set everything on fire for the
Okay.
time being.
it starts licking itself, setting itself on fire.
That's fine. It's contained.
Okay, now we've got that out of the way.
So if you want to
Oh,
go,
yeah, we have the rest of the
You've got Keld is at your feet, at your mercy, as is anything else you want to do.
Let's bring the Drake down, put
Okay.
Gnapgnar in his place, make the pubs and the hotels that we want our own, or inns that we want our own,
Mhm.
and rest up before we have to go back to the not Yetis, but the giants in the mountains.
Mhm.
Yeah, the
I also
Terranorican
think-
twins.
We said that we would make Gnapgnar mayor.
Mhm.
But is there anything like before Gnapgnar gave us our magic items? I don't suppose there's anything else he's been working on that we could have. Is there?
Yeah, could we maybe loot the town a little bit without anybody noticing?
We've already done that.
Yeah, so you have done like the whole like looking through,
yeah.
finding stuff. But I will give you one last because they were like place specific. You know that Gnapgnars was ransacked, like a whole thing was like blown, run through. So anything he had been working on is destroyed. The gnolls had spent a lot of time trying to get Gnapgnar out of that place. And there's signs of battle and stuff inside. Some of the other places, like everywhere, has been turned over. Like most of the doors and windows have been smashed in all the domiciles and places of business. And anything that was of value to the gnolls has been taken, which usually equates to anything that they can make a weapon out of or anything they can eat. Everything else, like they understand kind of fungible items, stuff that they can trade, but they're not really that fussed with it. So they've just made a pile of things that they haven't put in like a safe or hidden anywhere. Just like we know we can take this somewhere and exchange it for things that we don't have, but we're not that fussed because usually we just ransack places. So there is like a bunch of money and stuff that you can just get your hands on.
Yeah.
I feel like that we're in debt to quite a few people, and so
It's true.
And some of those people
Yeah.
are from this place,
About this
of
stuff
which
for
there will
once.
be their money. But aside from that, is there anything specific other than what I've already mentioned you'd like to look for, and then we can roll for it?
I would like to look for a diamond.
Look for a diamond, okay. So I'm going to say there's that big pile of treasure. Why don't you roll an investigation check to see if you can find a diamond that's worth 500 gold pieces or greater.
Mhm.
Can I ask the Starbucks that we lost?
Yeah.
We didn't leave any Starbucks in Keld, did we?
No.
Okay, never mind.
We gave some to Gnapgnar, but they got stolen and taken to the
Can
other.
I search for Starbucks?
Yeah, you can search for Starbucks.
I only got 10.
10
Natural 20.
until 20. Okay, so we'll do with the 10 first. A 10 is enough to rifle through the jewellery, and you find one diamond that's worth 500 gold pieces.
Excellent.
Again, they've
What?
piled everything up kind of for you, so relatively easy to sift through that and see if you can find anything shiny. But you only find one
That's okay.
that you
We
think
have
is
one from the vegan vampire place, so we
Yeah.
have 2 spare lives now, which
Yeah.
we really need considering how much we nearly died last time.
correct. So, Chad, with your natural 20. Oh, sorry. Can you roll twice? Because of your.
Hey!
Yes,
Well, okay, well, it was an investigation.
Yes, please, yeah.
16.
16? 16 is good enough that you you root through Gnapgnar's destroyed place of business. And in there you do find a single shard of Starbucks.
Is it a big shard?
It's about the size of your forearm.
That's all right.
I
That's-
still have some in my apron pocket
Oh,
that I've never given to anyone.
True.
I've got big forearms, so. Keep
No,
going.
it's a shame that I didn't find them, then they'd be slightly bigger.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, slightly more swole.
Can I look to see? Gnapgnar has quite a distinct style, so can I look to see if there's anything that's obviously been made by him in the pile? And if I don't find that, can I just collect money?
I mean, you can just gather the money up anyway. Like you don't. It's not an either or thing. You can do both.
Can I do both?
Yeah, but in the pile of like fungible things, you wouldn't find anything that's made by Gnapgnar. That's just all like coins of different value, jewelry, necklaces. Of there's some like objects that the gnolls thought were worth something, but might end up being just like glass orbs that are kind of worth next to nothing. Anything shiny basically is in there. But roll an investigation check in general as you're kind of like sifting through the town.
Investigation. Oh, 5.
So yeah, you start off in Gnapgnar's workshop and kind of follow the trail outwards. But it looks like not the gnolls specifically have gone. When it looks like if they don't understand something, they understand what money is, they understand what food is, and alcohol, and all of that basic stuff. But anything they see that looks complicated, they've smashed on purpose. It's too confusing to them, and if they don't understand it, they just destroy it. So it looks like they've specifically targeted a lot of the more complicated things in the town.
Okay.
So even like the complex pulley system they use to get items and food and stuff like that up between trees and stuff, they're destroyed because they couldn't figure out how it worked.
Okay. Was that also my investigation check for money?
No, you just grab the money. Yeah.
How much do I get?
If you want to nab it, I mean, it's probably more than you could possibly carry at this point because it's an entire large town's worth of like fungible items piled into the Wretched Serpent Inn, and you're all kind of there as well. So if you want to take like as much as you can carry, you probably look at like gems or stuff that's embedded into jewelry, platinum pieces and gold pieces. You take like the lion's share of that, and I will roll for you in a second. Whilst I get this table up, Annie, what do you want to do?
Any money and stuff that she can't carry, I'll take. But I also wanted to ask a really stupid question. That we're obviously leaving this place with, all the taverns are under new management, and we're expecting people to come back here. All the people that we're expecting to come back and populate this, are they all the people that are in Nude Keld?
Yes.
And they're just going to come back and start from scratch?
I don't know if they're going to come back. We didn't tell them to come back. We can't.
That's what I'm thinking. We're just abandoning this abandoned town already.
We're installing
I don't want to come back.
Presumably they'll come back when the gnolls aren't fucking with them on a regular basis. Like, we might as well, make sure that we leave a big note taped to Gnapgnar saying, "I am mayor."
We just tell him.
Like you're still in a fever and emaciated, but you've just like stapled a letter to him.
But other than that, like, I don't think anybody's coming back anytime soon.
I didn't think of that though. We probably should have someone to look at. If not genuinely unconscious, then it might be a bit risky to just leave him abandoned in an abandoned town.
We can't leave.
I don't mind looking after Gnapgnar if you want to.
Who's the Sebastian now?
Yes.
But no, you don't trust him. That's weird. Like, more likely to something will happen to him. Sebastian's in charge.
I mean, I felt like I've had a bond with him when you left me to look after him before.
Sebastian,
Are you trying to say that you don't want to come with us, Sebastian?
No. I just think that like if you're
You
worried about leaving him alone, then I volunteer.
Sebastian, we love you, but take this to any offence, but I don't think you can look after yourself, let alone yourself and that.
I'm very good at hiding and making no noise and looking like furniture. Like regularly, Commander Caliph would forget I was even in the room.
Well, we would never do that to you. We'd never leave you behind. You're stuck with us, whether you like it or not.
Okay. He just has a very neutral-looking face when you say that.
He's always neutral.
What if I made Sebastian a vampire? Just saying.
So his face is less than neutral now.
It would be way more interesting.
I don't know. I don't know if he would be.
I'd be
Who would
fine
just
with
be
that.
Sebastian Sebastian Sandals that can't go out in sunlight?
Would he be like the is it Colin in What We Do in the Shadows?
Yeah, he'd be like Colin Robinson.
What if
Yeah, he might just turn into like an emotional vampire.
what if we made Gnapgnar mayor and Sebastian sheriff of this town?
Deputy.
Deputy sheriff. Assistant to the sheriff.
Yeah, sheriff's assistant.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this quietly so that Sebastian doesn't hear. If he overhears, that's his own fault. If we did want to ditch Sebastian, now is the time.
I mean, he is just like decoration.
Yeah, it's not ditching. Like, I'd rather leave Gnapgnar. The last time we left Gnapgnar alone, the entire town got overrun and he got knocked unconscious for 2 weeks straight. So, not that I would inherently trust Sebastian to protect him, but maybe him and
He could be his
Gnapgnar
assistant.
is a pairing made in heaven, as long as Gnapgnar makes him like a full Iron Man suit of armor that he can protect himself with.
That's awesome. Also, the chat has expressed interest in the Gnapgnar Sebastian spin-off, which would basically be like Falcon Winter Soldier.
No.
Yeah.
I'd watch that.
Yeah,
Totally.
Tim, you're gonna have your hands full.
So maybe we should leave.
The Sunday stream's going to be if two of you can come on and play Sebastian and Gnapgnar.
Maybe we should leave Sebastian in the safe hands of Gnapgnar in this nice town that we've just founded.
Yeah, and we can give them like the nicest house here.
You call
we
it
can leave
Nude
them with
Keld?
Mildred. Wait, should we leave them with Mildred? She can make a peach every once in a while.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can
Mildred.
feed them.
What's Mildred's role in this new world?
She's the executioner.
Yeah, she can kill just about everybody. Like, she can make sure if Gnapgnar and Sebastian don't want anybody around.
She also grew up here, so unlike Sebastian, she knows the town.
Should we leave a town to Gnapgnar, Sebastian, and Mildred, the three most capable people that we've come across in our entire campaign?
That's exactly what we should do.
An unconscious gnome, a wet man, and a young girl.
Yeah.
Can we give a very tiny percentage of profit from the taverns to Sebastian and Gnapgnar?
Well, wait a minute. Maybe Gnapgnar knows where the dogs are too. We could hire them as.
No. We're never hiring them again.
The last time we hired them, they just ran out.
Maybe they ran off somewhere important.
That's true, maybe.
We're going to give Sebastian a tiny percentage and Gnapgnar just because I don't. Sorry if he hears this, but like, I don't want Sebastian to like betray us and be like, oh, they did this. So if we keep him a steady income.
Sebastian should hear this because he should know that if he ever betrays us, we know how to tape him to people whenever we want.
We do know that.
But he's the
Love
friend.
it.
He shouldn't be scared.
We love him, but he should always be looking over his shoulder.
We'll absolutely leave him.
But we should also make sure that not just Gnapgnar has Iris's number, and we should also check Iris's voicemail on a more regular basis. Agreed?
Yeah, and we won't somehow accidentally, mysteriously, one of us, don't know who, delete them.
Yeah, we all already agreed to that. I think it was when you didn't agree to that.
I mean, we're also expecting voicemails from another plane of existence. So.
That's true.
Also,
Okay, see you later then. Bye.
wait, what? Do you remember we asked Iris for a reminder every 3 days? I can't remember what the reminder is.
Yeah.
That's why we asked Iris. It's fine.
Is it a black hole or that we have to go home?
Yeah. In the cave.
Yeah. So those numbers have genuinely changed. Like that, you've agreed. Like, is it every 30 days, every 3 days, every week? I've heard different things, so it is reminding you every so often, and I will remind you at random times.
Okay.
Because I think you've programmed like 3 different alarms on Iris at this point to remind you at different times.
Blame Josh.
Yeah. It's like my morning wake up alarm. Yeah.
Can you set, hey Iris, can you set a weekly reminder to remind us to check in with Gnapgnar and Sebastian in case we forget?
Okay, that's done. Yep.
Great.
You can set any kind of alarm that you want. So
Whilst
every
we're
10
on
days.
it, can we also just check if we've got any voicemail?
You don't have any voicemails currently. No. Yeah, it's only been like 3 days since you left the Shadowmounts.
We're doing great.
Yeah,
We were on top of this.
exactly. Also, Iris, is there a setting that we can set where we don't have to check in with you? There's a voicemail. Can you like alert us as if it's like a notification?
Oh yeah, like as soon as the voicemail comes in, she can give you like a message waiting kind of blip.
We would love that.
Yeah.
Please.
Done.
Can we set the blip on loud so we don't miss it?
Yep.
And vibrate, yeah, just in case.
It's just like boop, boop,
Yeah,
boop.
great.
Got it.
Silence.
Let's leave this deadbeat town.
Well, before we do that, Ellie, can you roll?
Oh yeah.
4d6.
Do we make sure that Gnapgnar is like going to wake up before we leave? Can we give him an extra peach or something?
Yeah.
Just something to make sure that he's not like dead, and we're not just leaving Sebastian here with the girl that's probably going to kill him.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just doing several things at the same time. Let me just do this one first, and then I'll come to that. So Ellie, you find well, you don't find. You just separate out 15,000 gold pieces.
15,000 gold pieces.
Yes. Sorry, I'm just doing some calculations. Which weigh 0.02 times 15,000. 300 pounds in weight of gold coins.
Can we separate that between the four of us?
Yeah. So you can do 75 pounds worth of gold pieces each.
What's 15 divided by 4?
15.
Oh, 15 divided by 4 is 750, 375. So 3,750 each.
Can we take that?
Yeah, it'll weigh 75 pounds.
Should we leave a little bit with? I mean, we've spent in total, like over the course of this game, like 20 gold pieces.
Yeah. So you've got about
we've
5.5 pounds of. You've got 5.5 stone of gold each.
Yeah, because we lost that bag.
Yeah, we don't need that much, but like when we had to pay for the Josh's Carter's removal of the middle.
Since this is our town that we're building, like it's the fucking Sims, should we build a bank?
Yeah.
Which is a hole that you put stuff into.
And put stuff into, and then we put a little this isn't money, don't dig here, sign in front of it.
We put all the money under Gnapgnar's bed. And
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
and-
now I can look after the money.
I mean, you can. He is in and out of consciousness enough, Galil, because you went to check up on him, that you can open his safe room,
Oh yeah,
his panic room underneath his bed.
Let's throw some of it in there, and
So, how much of the 15,000 gold pieces would you like to take with you?
Can I just ask how much do we owe May? I know that we've fallen out with them, but just out of curiosity, how much do we owe?
So I believe she gave you, was it times 20? So 50 gold pieces. Yeah, 50
Right.
gold pieces.
She was like having a go at us for 50 gold pieces.
Yeah, which is in modern times like £300.
that's
What? That's not enough to bankrupt us. She was like blaming us for them starving. If they only had 300 gold.
Oh no, she was blaming you for not hiring mercenaries to come and defend the town. Which it wasn't a starving thing. That was not what the money was for.
We leave the majority of the money under Gnapgnar's bed.
Yeah.
We pay off the loan to Necken.
Okay.
I think we should put a certain, maybe like 100 gold pieces or 200 gold pieces each into the pubs that we own, just to get that going again.
Okay.
Fix the windows.
And then I'm gonna take. It's like what 100 gold pieces like feasible to carry?
Easily. Oh yeah, easily. That's easy
A
walking
bit
around
more,
money.
bit more. 500 gold pieces.
500 gold pieces are good.
Okay, I take 500 gold pieces.
Add 500 gold pieces to your character sheets each, if you wish to.
we just so we're stealing from Old Keld, and then when they come back, they're
No,
like,
this is our town now. Old Keld doesn't exist anymore.
This is New Keld.
This is New Keld.
Necking, we're
Oh,
giving you back
this is-
money.
We're also investing back into
Anyway.
the town.
If
We're
you want,
good
you can
owners.
call it Neo Keld.
Yeah, I feel like we've been doing them a favor by saving the town, and maybe I'll leave an extra handful of gold pieces covered in blood, so that way Va knows it was from me.
You can even like
Um,
space out like the gold pieces that are covered in blood in like a VUH on the counter.
Also, make
Oh,
it clear to Gnapgnar that this is our money, and we might come back for it at any point. But also, you're the mayor now, so use this money to repair the town, make sure our businesses are doing well. Like, it's up to you.
Yeah, you're in charge, and make sure that you build a suit of armor for Sebastian so that he never dies.
You probably have to like explain this to Sebastian for him to tell Gnapgnar, because he's still like very much like in a fever, recovering type of thing.
That's all right. We sit Sebastian down and give him a very stern talking to, so that one that he does not forget anytime soon.
He won't remember.
You Batman v Superman brand him.
Our entire note.
Yeah, on his chest. You memento him with brands.
Now can we leave this town because I'm bored of it?
Travel. Are we just going? We're not going to hunt down the thing anymore because he's dead. So we just going? No.
I think we should quickly, just maybe fly by New Keld and be like, New Keld is open for business. Off you go, Gnapgnar's the mayor. See you soon. Love, the friendly boys. Also, P.S. Necken, we hate you. And
But
then,
we've also repaid our loan.
but also throw the money at her.
Neo Keld, not New Keld, because New Keld is where they are.
New Keld.
Nude Keld.
Nude
Nude
Keld.
Keld.
Nude
So we go
Keld.
to New Keld.
Everybody get naked and come to town. Yeah.
And then we go to the Giants.
Just throwing it. I think we should go to the Giants. But in going to the Giants, we are ignoring the conspiracy in the place that we arrived in.
University town, right?
Yeah. So we're just ignoring that as a choice.
So FYI, you've been here for 3 days. You've got 27 more days to go before you need to go back.
Let's go solve a bunch of crimes.
Yeah. We free the town in 3 days. We're unstoppable.
We only died once.
We only did once. So what's college town?
Back to Suttonshore.
Yeah, back to Suttonshore, but can we leave like one of our kickball cards in Nude Keld? So that way, everywhere we go,
I hate it's called New Keld now.
called Nude Keld.
Leave
Keld.
it in the what was the first tavern?
The Wretched
The Wretched Serpent Inn.
We can leave it in there behind the bar, like
Yeah, it's our bar. We can put up like a picture of us as like world champs underneath it.
Who wants to draw it?
I
know,
can try drawing it. I feel like Chad has seen the most cards though.
I could trace over other cards and just put our faces on top
Okay.
of well drawn images where it's just like a smiley lizard face.
Yeah.
A smiley Aya face.
Okay.
And then a frog face.
In that case, Chad, why don't you roll a performance check?
Oh, I've rolled so well so far tonight. This isn't gonna go well now.
It's going to go super well, but with disadvantage.
Fucking shit butts. Performance. Hey, performance is +5, so 16.
Yeah, you draw like very weirdly convincing ink-based cover-ups on these cards.
World champs.
Yeah.
What year is it? 1458, 5, 6?
Sure, it's 1849.
Yeah, I was so close. It's world champs 1848 through 1849.
Okay, 2 years running.
Yeah.
Despite that, there definitely was a different world championship last year, and the world championship for kickball hasn't taken place this year. But other than
Not according to this picture.
that, yeah,
That's slanderous, actually.
yeah.
Just say that in the chat there's the wanted posters are kind of like kickball cards.
Love it.
Yeah, works two ways.
Let's go Heckle Necken and then
Heckle Neckens.
go to Suttonshore.
Excellent.
Yes.
Let's do it.
On our family Drake.
Mm-hmm.
Good thing we opted for the minivan.
Yeah, true.
Goodbye, Sebastian. We'll miss you.
There is a problem. The family Drake can carry Chad, Bando, Pip, and Mike, but would not be able to sustain
Specifically.
Aya and
Slightly bigger than all of them.
Aya and Greg's.
What about Chad?
I can dismiss Greg's already.
You just stab Greg's for both of his heads.
Greg's. How long are we flying for?
Over a day.
So as a ritual, I can cast Tensor's floating disc. So every hour we
The
step
next to it.
10 minutes. So it takes 2 days.
And there is a flicker on and off, like where it will drop a little bit before you can cast the next one.
Screaming.
A 6 second delay.
Ah!
Yeah,
Well,
do you want to do that?
We won't fly that high.
I mean, we need to get us there somehow, so it's our only option.
I don't know how else we'll get there.
I can bring Kenko back, or I'm happy to stand on a disc for a day and fall through the sky dramatically every so often.
You have wings, right? So you can
Not that kind of wings.
you can dramatically glide. Or I can fly. I can get off. I have fly. I can carry Greg's.
Can we just get there somehow?
Which is easier, because I'm genuinely happy with I can do either, and I'm happy
Never
to
mind,
be
Fly only lasts for 10 minutes, whereas my disc lasts for an hour. So
Did you disc what's the word? You don't have to use a spell stop?
it's a ritual. So every hour we need to take a 10-minute break, which is basically just like taking a road trip and taking
A pee break every 10 minutes.
So
You can hold it to £500,
Yeah.
which I'd say probably the large crocodile is £500.
Well, I have to carry the crocodile.
Well, it's less the fact that the weight is an issue, more that it sets
It
fire
won't
to anything it
threaten things.
touches
Yeah.
is the problem. So if you put it on the back of the drake, it definitely would eventually kill
This
the drake.
is like the problem with the fox.
Scorpion and
yeah.
yeah.
I'm sure. I mean, I'm all metal, so I can. Why am I? I'll just dismiss the game that's causing us this problem. He doesn't exist anymore.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Fine.
bring Greg back.
And I'll bring Kenko back. And he'll triumphantly return. Oh, actually, what was it? Was there a giant vulture?
Yeah. That was. Yeah. You can get a giant vulture instead of a giant eagle if you want.
Giant vulture. Let's see what that ends up adding to our lives.
Okay, cool.
It can't fly.
Poor Greg's, we barely knew thee.
I can't wait for Greg's to come back. I want to enlarge him so he can set the world on fire.
Just a giant, horrifying, two-headed, gigantic crocodile.
With
The vulture, Greg's.
Sorry, what? I just said vulture, Greg. So what did you say?
Can we call the vulture Greg's?
Greg's. Yes.
I was going to say there's another coffee place called Leon.
Sure. Leon the vulture. Sounds really he's definitely going to be sassy if we find Leon.
Wearing a suit.
Yeah, I'd like to.
The whole ride over, I'm going to be talking about how much I miss Greg's. It's just going to make Leon more sad.
Oh, Leon. Crashed in this world is already getting mucked up.
Okay, you all get on board the Drake. I think you're probably at the max occupancy of the family saloon. So if I'd say if Parter was here, you probably couldn't manage all of you on board, but it's just about enough, especially with the added coinage weight. But yeah, you just set off into the sky. You have to take a break every sort of 4 to 6 hours, so there's not continuous flight on the board of this. So you do 2 stretches of 4 hours, and you land. You make camp, sleep overnight, do the same thing. And about mid-afternoon, you see the familiar alabaster cliffs of Suttonshore raising up over the trees. You can see like the constructs, all the buildings and all the places of entertainment and the harbour and stuff of Suttonshore. A familiar place.
Just to clarify, we did heckle Necken before we came here.
Yeah. I just kind of glossed over that. You just like flew over Nude Keld, like showered it with 50 gold coins, yelled at her, and then flew off.
Great.
Excellent.
Can we tell if the town is infested with gnolls?
Roll a perception check, please, with disadvantage.
Imagine if it was. Let's just not go.
Just turn around. Nope.
Shockingly well tonight.
Yeah,
18.
18. Yeah, you peer down, and it looks like business as usual.
Hey.
Commerce is still up and running. There are plenty of people in the streets. It doesn't look like the town has been sieged by anything. So it looks like Suttonshore is pretty well intact.
Just a reminder to the group. In Suttonshore, we are wanted criminals.
Yeah, people
so,
hate us here, right?
Yeah. I did get almost murdered, so let's just be casual.
The university hates us. The cops hate us. Probably this is where we ended up on a ship. So probably pirates hate us here.
The one person who tried to help us died because of us.
The twins, the incest twins were from here, so there's probably a bunch of
Incest people.
Yeah, a bunch of incest people that hate us.
With incest,
But do you care about that though? If they hate you or not?
But they're probably influential. I don't know. There's a lot of people that hate, and then the kickball team hates us too because
the kickball team hates
smashed them.
The person who tried to help us was actually secretly trying to kill us.
Should we disguise ourselves?
Tethys Dark Place.
Tethys Dark Place hates us.
You tortured to death.
The people in the basement hate us.
Yeah, but let's not let people know we're
We
here.
haven't met everybody.
No, and we know Kate.
Yeah, exactly.
She died.
Yeah,
Oh.
She didn't die. Yeah, she's not dead.
she's the one that sent us on a pirate ship.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, didn't her husband die?
Yeah.
No, he didn't die either. But they did kind of leave you
Right.
to
Who
die.
did I find dead in a chair?
Yeah, I thought that was Kate's husband.
Oh no, sorry. Yeah, it was Kate's husband. I thought you were talking about
Bertie.
Or Bertie.
Bertie's character.
Yeah, they both. We went to get them. They're the ones that stole the thing.
Yeah, they kind of double crossed you a little bit.
Yeah,
Can you remind me, Evelyn? She's still alive, right?
Evelyn Teray was on that piece of paper that Chad found.
No, not Parter's mum.
Elspeth.
Oh, Elspeth.
Elspeth.
Yeah, she said she can't return to Suttonshore because people are looking for her. And in fact, people were looking for her further north, so she's had to move out of civilization as well. So you're not
And there
quite
was one
sure
more person.
where she is?
The good professor who I met in a pub.
Professor Spine, who died.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're on our own.
But there is presumably
presumably.
like Nicky Knackle and Rumpold are going to be around.
Do we still have the cursed necklaces that were summoned? What's the tracking?
You got rid of them.
Oh.
Yeah.
We
Actually,
didn't use those.
no, sorry. You got rid of the two that were on you. However, Parter did find another one that he wrapped up in a piece of cloth, but he took that with him.
so I know that we're here.
Yeah.
Why are we? What are we trying to solve while we're here?
Someone was tracking us, and then someone, the sneaky assistant man tried to kill Pip whilst we were on the boat. Tethys, who was Cliff Richard, and then the people underneath in the library may or may not have murdered, or will keep it. When we looked for the woman that was missing, she was inside the call was coming from inside the house, and it was underneath us, where the basement was, where that dwarf that beat us up lives with his book runner.
Yeah. I mean, technically, all of these things are true.
What
I
are we,
remember in a dream.
What are we doing?
yeah, like I'm totally cool that we're here because we had 27 days to kill.
26
What
now.
are we doing? What are we?
Let me...
But like,
We go kill.
determine
kill
where we go first.
So your
Yeah.
contact Elsbeth is in and around the area of Suttonshore. Number one.
We should
Number
start
two,
with-
there's the mystery of I'll have to lock at my notes because it's been a while.
Thaddeus.
Thaddeus,
was
yeah.
missing.
Yeah, Thaddeus. That was he was buried when he cast detect a find person. You found that his body was buried underneath the university. That was the person that wrote the message that was in Ellie's messenger bag. That was she needed to deliver to Elsbeth, but Elsbeth had already left her house in Blackmire.
And it was talking about the end of the world and the cataclysm.
Yes. So that's a key thing as well that you've got to look for, is that there's this prophecy that you haven't fully deciphered yet.
Also, I found my notes from last year, and they're predictably unhelpful. There's a lot of just random words, but it says one of the things is that lawmaker Imperatrix Terranus Oak Shadow.
Yeah.
Was back, and we have to be careful of him specifically because they seem to be really aggressive.
Yeah,
Well,
she is. So with the downfall, like over 1800 years ago, when the meteor hit, society kind of crumbled, and without like a proper hierarchy or government, they kind of installed like a religious order that went around to like enforce justice and order, and they kind of never been able to get rid of them because they had so much power hundreds of years ago. They kind of stayed in place, and so occasionally these imperiators or imperatrixes will come to town and force like a very, very strict order on the town, and they'll judge the town, and if the town, city, settlement, whatever there is, are felt of been signed off as like too immoral, the settlements will get raised. So a whole bunch of these like paladins and clerics and stuff will come in and just destroy the town.
I've also got that we spoke to the dean, who is an elderly halfling man.
Correct.
And we learned that Thaddeus is missing, which we knew. Or I don't know if we knew at that point. I don't know. And that there's 3 researchers missing, and that one of them drowned, one of them was stabbed, and then I've just got question mark.
Yes.
And then that the dwarf that beat us up was called Thaddeus Flipstone,
Correct.
and that he's angry.
Yep.
Um,
He's a dwarf that lives underneath in the research department in the basement.
Thaddeus fucked us up.
He did.
and
Yeah.
then Divination were never asked to track Thaddeus, so they never went to Divination for help when he went missing, which is weird. And that woman that died said it was weird.
Yeah.
And when she checked it for us, she found that he was still in the university.
Yeah. So the dean said that they'd done everything to try and find Thaddeus, but Spine, who's a professor of divination that should have been the contact and the go-to person, was never like given the instruction to try and find Thaddeus. And Tethys Darkplace, who was Spine's second in command, was the one that turned evil and that Pip ended up torturing to death in Spine's office.
You shot him to death, didn't
Yeah,
you?
that was bad.
Tortured him to death. You just
I
plugged in.
had been abandoned by all my friends, and I was having a bad day.
Yeah.
Ellie, you left us.
So what do we? This is gonna sound dumb, having just left to come here. What should we do?
I think if we can do it stealthily enough,
Not
we
us. No.
we should try and find Madame Elsbeth to give her an update of everything that's happened since I last saw her, and to see if she has any updates for us. I feel
Yeah.
like that's a thing to do.
I agree, because she might. We should tell her about the man, the hooded man, and then come in and just ask if that's related to the cataclysm or if there's another world-ending event that is separate to the Army of the Dead.
Yeah, I mean, the more we know about the world ending, the better, right? The more prepared we can be to prevent it. Even
Yeah.
though, as Tim filled us in on one Pillow Talk Sunday, was that we haven't really explored the world at all. So
Mhm.
maybe this is a world-ending thing that's happening somewhere else and unrelated to what we're dealing with.
And also maybe like the last time I spoke to her, I got the sense that she was kind of not telling me everything. She was just kind of telling me enough to get me going. So maybe if we have more information to give her, she might be a bit more forthcoming with what's going on at the university and whatnot.
All right, well, let's sneak into her office.
She doesn't.
She,
Where is she?
we don't know. That's what we
You
have
don't
to
know
find
where
out.
she is. Yeah, she's kind of
Bet
like
she has an office wherever
in
she is.
hiding.
I like to think she would have maybe left some clues.
She specifically told you that she wasn't going to leave. Like, she left you enough clues for you to find her in the town up north, in the fishing village. But the last time you met her, she was like, right, too many people know where I am, and they're sending people even to this small fishing village. I'm going to have to, like, go undercover now for a little while.
So Pip, you can tell us where she is then.
That's all she told you.
I would like to be able to. Is there any way we can find her?
That's up to you.
We have the letter still, but I think part was the one with locate things that belong to people. Also, no, the letter wasn't. The letter was from Thaddeus, not from Elspeth, right? So
Yeah,
that
it was from Thaddeus, one of her students, to her. So she'd never read it until Pip had presented it to her.
Did she give you anything when you were there?
She gave me a scroll.
She did give you a scroll. Yeah.
Did that get destroyed when you used it? Was that the
Yes. Yeah. So scroll is a one-time thing. So she gave
I'm
you.
trying to think if
She gave you
the
the ability to transport from where you are to your friends in Shattermount.
Oh yeah.
Did she give me anything else?
That was it.
So,
Yeah, she was very specifically not forthcoming with items that could be used to scry or track her because she was being hunted. So not necessarily because she doesn't trust you, but because she knew that people were after you as well, so that if they captured you, they could use whatever she had given you against her.
The only other thing that I can think of we can do, because I agree we should find her, but the only other thing that we maybe should do is like murder all the people that are trying to track us. I don't know how big the conspiracy is. We could see if Kate, I can't remember her ringing name, Nikki Knuckle, has any, like, she owes us, she, like, left us for dead. Maybe she has contacts because she's in, like, piracy that could maybe know something.
Didn't we sneak our way into a fancy hotel where, like, people knew other people? It was where, like, all the
yeah,
Yeah,
that
you went
was
to
the Dandy Sage.
Well, the Dandy Sage was the tavern that you had all the weird meals from, but the one that I think Cleo was mentioning is you did have to, like, transform yourself, and you snuck into the Cliffside Inn, which is the aristocratic.
It was where like all the fancy people went because I had to turn myself into.
Yeah, sorry, I remember. I was thinking the Dandy Sage because of the menu that was like hipster brand.
That was awesome.
Yeah, but didn't that hotel, like, maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like all of the sort of, like, posh end of town stayed there, which is why they, like, tried to keep us out.
You had to pretend that you were a famous rock band.
Yeah, that's right.
Apart from one of us, I can't remember who it was. Someone got, like, kicked out. I seem to remember.
How do you all remember this stuff?
I feel like it was Potter.
Probably.
Why not?
But I feel like there was I remember, maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like there was, like, police or, like, local.
We went to the guards, and the leader of the guard captain, the captain of the guard, whatever, leader of the guards, was really unhelpful.
You had to go through some, like, filing processes with the dwarf at the guardhouse.
Oh, that was right. It was at the guardhouse. The hotel and the guardhouse were two separate things. Yes. Never mind.
Yeah.
So maybe we should go. Let's go to Nikki Knuckle, see if she has any information for us. But I also don't trust her, so we should make a plan to go and see her, and then immediately just like go into hiding a little bit, just in case anybody does. In case she tells anybody that we're here.
Yeah, we should definitely like make a secret entrance, maybe fly in at night, or like disguise self or something.
Yeah, let's like follow her for a little bit to see and try to catch her off guard.
Take a different approach to what we did in Keld, where we just like flew off of a dragon and kicked people through windows.
Also, we also like we didn't leave it on the worst of terms with Regina. I wouldn't say she owes us a favor. Like Nikki
She definitely doesn't owe you a favor now.
She definitely doesn't owe us a favor, but she also condemned us to being sent halfway across the world. But
I mean, she didn't also condemn you to that either. Like,
she stole. If she hadn't stole it, then we wouldn't have went with
I'm
her.
pretty sure that you, the ones that are responsible for activating the teleportation device on her ship, transporting the ship into a rock, and then Chad misread some of the symbols on the arcane like glyphs around the device, and then transported you to Shattermounts, completely destroying her boat.
Remember it differently.
Yeah. Also, we didn't leave on bad terms with her. Yeah, she's still with
Yes, different.
Yeah, she's still with Gentlecar. Yeah, Gentlecar kind of joined her.
We know we're on good terms.
I think we're maybe biting off a bit more than we can chew by going back to her.
Yeah, I don't think we should go back.
Maybe we should just wait till nightfall, like Chad said, and then try and
make contact with Nikki in disguise.
Yeah.
Okay. So 3 things I want to do, and then that'll probably be the end of our stream. I've got 3 minutes left, but there are 3 important things I want us to consider. The first is going to be Aya. You're going to summon a giant vulture.
Yes. Roll a d6.
Out of this. Roll a d6.
Is yours also called? Not Greg's.
Leon.
I rolled a 1.
Yeah. So appearing before you is this giant vulture that is super thin.
Fair enough.
Like really lanky.
Yeah. Really, like just like you can if you ever to like ride it like you would ride a steed, you can just your knees will just like xylophone across its ribs.
Like a skeleton vulture.
Yeah, more like a skeletal vulture.
Okay, well, that's something. It can fly, right?
Yeah, but it's like as it tries to take off, it's like as it goes into the air.
Why are the birds like really sickly?
This one's not sickly. This one seems to be in good health, just very weak.
Okay, well that's fair. Some vultures are built differently.
Yeah. Okay, and the second thing I need, Khalil, need you to roll a d3 because it's a new day. It's a new dawn.
Of course. 1.
Number 1, roll a d20, please.
Yarp. 7.
7. All right, Khalil. If Chad was to play roulette, what would he bet on?
Black 7.
Okay. Good. Thank you for that. Just going to send you this very quickly.
How have I never gotten this one before?
Yeah. Here you
go. Sure. Great.
I mean, it's visible, so you can like tell people unless you want to hide it.
Well, it's in the description. It's hands, but I only have one hand, so my hand has turned completely charcoal black.
Oh.
Just one though.
Only a matter of time if it is your one.
Still like looking normal.
Think like Agatha from one division.
Does it leave charcoal where you touch things?
No, it's just turned black.
Okay.
Of all the things that could have gone wrong, this is pretty all right.
Yeah, one of the better ones.
Meowing at the moon.
He's no longer meowing at the moon.
True.
My hand just goes, meow.
Yeah, when you make it like a fist, it looks just like a bit hunk of charcoal. It's like that dusty black. And finally, what do you all disguise yourselves as and how? And then we'll end the stream there.
Well, I don't have any sort of like disguise self spell, so I have to actually just disguise myself with
Things you find on the street.
things. So, as a tiny frog, can I wear a full veil?
Yeah,
Like I'm about to get married.
sure. I mean, oh yeah, I was about to say you still have the tarpaulin wedding dress, but you don't. That's a different campaign.
Yeah, dressing pasta.
I put plaster over my face.
Um,
Can I raid? Is there like a fancy dress shop in town?
yeah, there is.
Can I raid it?
Okay, so we'll hold that there. Khalil, Alice, and Annie, how do you disguise your characters?
Are there any like nearby people in like religious robes or anything? Because like the only thing I have on me is like holy symbols and stuff. And given my size, I feel like I need something to hide this.
Yeah. This whole business. Roll a perception check for me, please. Because you're still aboard. Still aboard the Drake, kind of circling over the town. So you're kind of looking down.
12.
12. Yeah, you do see a band of about a dozen and a half religious zealots that are wearing not only robes, religious robes, but they're wearing heavy armor as well.
Sweet, that works.
So, Pip, you've found a costume place, and it's less like a Halloween fancy dress type place. It's more of a like it's on the upper end of town, and it's for balls and masquerades. So it's high end stuff. So remember that for next time. Alice, remember that you found like a band of dozen and a half religious people with robes and heavy armor. Annie and Khalil, how do you dress your characters?
I'm gonna reduce myself.
Okay, you cast reduce on yourself.
Yep.
You're
And
now
so-
half the height, half the width, and 1/8 of the body weight.
Yep. So I've
Are you
I've
my
shrunk.
size?
Yeah.
pretty
So
much,
I'm pint sized.
Yeah.
Since I have an axe on my arm, I'd like to cut holes in my pants.
Okay.
So I'm just wearing, it's Chad, but he's wearing a full body onesie with his arms sticking out of the pants,
If
and he's waddling through.
Okay.
Aya, if you dress up as a religious person,
Mm-hmm.
I dress up as a bride.
Uh-huh.
You dress up as a groom.
Uh-huh.
Annie,
Be the ring
Paige,
bearer.
ring
Guest,
bearer, flower
witness.
girl.
I'll be the ring bearer, and Annie can be the groom.
I was
We've no, but I need someone a frog size.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's true. Well, I'm wearing pants as like a whole
Whole outfit. By the way,
That's
when
fine. I'm
you
wearing pasta.
Alright, cool. Yeah.
when you reduce yourself, the axe doesn't reduce.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Annie, help me out.
Yeah. So I'm the annoying guy that stole my job.
Yeah.
How tall was he?
He was a halfling, so about 3'4".
So I want to change into him, but can I change my appearance so that I don't look exactly like him?
Yeah, but also you'd be a good sort of 2 feet taller than he was, because you can only fluctuate your height between +1 and -1 feet.
Pip, you've just got a very tall husband.
Wait, so who's my husband?
Me.
Great. Okay.
And so who is the axe?
Wielding
I'm-
child.
Sorry, I couldn't help
I don't know.
you. Couldn't help you.
I'm here for the wedding.
I'm on the bride's side.
You're the traditional axe bearer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
It's
I'm
a,
here
it's
to
a dwarven tradition.
I'm
Yeah.
muzzle off the glass at the end.
Sever it off. A glass
Yeah.
in
We're
half.
just a casual group of tourists here for a wedding.
Yeah. And,
Perfect
and
disguise.
hitting up the fishing bait store as one does before a wedding.
For our traditional mackerel that we throw like rice at the end of the wedding.
Yeah, but it's mackerels.
It's a good
Right.
thing we came in inconspicuously.
Yeah. And not like probably even more obvious than your general selves. But yeah, that's a problem for next week. So I'd like to thank my players, Cleo, Alice, Ellie, Annie, and the absent Josh. If you'd like to plug your social media accounts, now is a perfect time to do so.
This one's for Flickaflang. It's at RIP, reps in peace.
Nice. Reps in peace. Love it. Alice, where can people find you?
I'm at ALECYE.
And Ellie, where can people find you?
I'm at Ellie Bav.
And how about Annie, where can people find you?
I'm at Annie_Squirrel. And Tim, where can people find you?
You can find me at Lord Snapcase. You can also find Josh at JDen, I think.
Yeah, that's probably close. Tim, what's your spirit human?
Oh yeah. Tell us an interesting fact about yourself, Tim.
There are
Oh, no,
zero
we're gonna
interesting
murder him.
facts about me.
That's not true.
What would my spirit as Tim or as the DM?
As the DM, who's your spirit human? I guess because that's where we landed on. Because the animals sort of fell out the window on the first try.
Only because we're all animals.
100%. My spirit human is the Thoven.
From Hobbit.
Roll
Roll
the tape.
the tape.
No.
Thoven.
Thoven Greygast, who you will eventually meet in the
Oh.
campaign. And he was a former human.
Oh, he's gonna kill us.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Is this a character you've played before?
It was a character I played for from 2011 to 2019. So for 8 years, I played him.
You've mentioned them before, but I can't remember what. This should be good.
Yes. So you get to play you get to fight my character insert. My yeah, that one. Sorry, Josh's handle is _JoshDen. And you can find us all at Crit the Bed. So thank you everyone for playing. Thanks everybody in Twitch chat for being here, and hello to everybody on YouTube. I hope you've enjoyed this, and we will see you on Sunday for an unnamed thing that will happen, whatever it may be. Will be around on Sunday, and we'll see you for this show as regular next week. So thank you all, and
Bye.
good night.
Goodbye.